sky over there. See that light? Oh, it's gone. No, over there. Look, it's moving our way. Oh, it's gone. What could it be? Look, it's right overhead. Looks so odd. Bathed in blue light, feel that warmth. Do you think it's from God? Well, I used to see these things every night as a child. Back before logic trained minds that were free to run wild. Grown-ups said saucers, but they look like pancakes to me. Hot off the griddle and floating in night's endless sea. Silvery sometimes, but mostly quite buttery blue. Heavenly Mother put love in a platter for you. Doobie-doo. Angels and aliens know the real way to get high. We knew it too before we ate that apple and died. Shoulda ate them flapjacks from the sky. We are so sick of the stuff that we're fed every day. Eat anything to get high, but the high goes away. Hear our cry, we're so hungry. Oh, please feed us soon. Send an invasion of flapjacks to this dark side of the moon. Junkies for my apple pie. Should've ate them flapjacks from the sky. Better better get some flapjacks from the sky.
I gave into the folding band-aid. When you attend a funeral, it is sad to think that sooner or later those you love will do the same for you. And you may have thought it tragic, not to mention other adjectives, to think of all the weeping they will do. But don't you worry, no more ashes, no more sackcloth, and an armband made of black cloth will someday nevermore adorn a sleeve. For if the bomb that drops on you gets your friends and neighbors too, there'll be nobody left behind to grieve, and we will all go together when we go. What a comforting fact that is to know. Universal bereavement, an inspiring achievement. Yes, we all will go together when we go. We will all bake together when we bake. There'll be nobody present at the wake. With complete participation in that grand incineration, nearly 3 billion hunks of well-done steak. We will all fry together when we fry. We'll be French fried potatoes by and by. There will be no more misery when the world is our rotisserie. Yes, we all will fry together when we fry. We will all char together when we char, and let there be no moaning of the bar. Just sing out a Te Deum when you see that ICBM, and the party will be come as you are. We will all burn together when we burn. There'll be no need to stand and wait your turn. When it's time for the fallout and St. Peter calls us all out, we'll just drop our agendas and adjourn. And we will all go together when we go. Every Hottentot and every Eskimo. When the air becomes Uranus, we will all go simultaneous. Yes, we all will go together when we all go together. Yes, we all will go together when we go.
És a létezése megköszön. Nem tudom, hogy meddig tart az élet. Reggelig még megkereslek téged. Remélem, te biztosan megérted. Tényleg, meg kell hallnom, érted? A száddal szeretsz, szíveddel beszélsz. Mindig ott hagysz, hogyha tetten érsz. Nélkülem kell folytatnod tovább. Átvetted a szívem ritmusát. Sosem néztem a fénybe, a harcnak vége, a lelked múszik széle, áthatolt a bőrömön, és a létezése megköszön. Nem tudom, hogy meddig tart az élet, reggelig még megkereslek téged. Remélem, te biztosan megérted, tényleg, meg kell hallnom, érted? Meg kell hallnom, érted? Meg kell hallnom, érted?
Putting my skin in the water, I didn't mind it. At least it was a feeling that was different. The moon was hot and high. If you don't keep an eye on what's moving through the steam and on the rise, it was a dream. It was real life there beneath a plum sky. Turn my body around, I make heat, I make sound. Shadows on the wall, echoes off the ground. City blocks and pickup trucks, I stack the crib with lady luck, shutting down while the sun is still up. Another dream, it's feeling real enough. It's too damn easy to get stuck here beneath a plum sky. Do you believe real life, real life, real life? Another dream, it's feeling real enough. It's too damn easy to get stuck here beneath a plum sky. Do you believe real life, real life, real life? Real life. May you be happy, may you be heartbroken, but may you be hardier than you ever thought you could be. May you be playful, may you be well rested, and may you be grateful, may you be resilient in the face of adversity. May you be, may you be, may you be right here with me. May you be full of good food, in a good mood when the world is rude. Shutting down on your dreams, may you find an opening. May you feel sexy in the way you want, with whoever you please. May you practice the fine art of vulnerability. And may you be, may you be, may you be right here with me. muster up the courage we muster. Keep this garden growing after we turn to dust. May you be present, may you listen to your body, may you shiver at the sight of a redwood tree. May you take long walks with strangers you meet in coffee shops. May you speak your truth and speak it honestly. May you speak your truth and speak it honestly. May you be, may you be, may you be right here with me. And may you be, may you be, may you be right here with me. May you be, may you be, may you be right here with me. And may you be, may you be, may you be right here.
All right, that means it's time. Hello, everyone. Good to be back. Now, I'm refreshing some songs I haven't played in a while, so we're gonna start right here, I think. Oop, hang on, I do need the sheet music. I'm relearning an Adele song, so if you want to check the set list, you'll see what it is. I heard that you settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. I guess she gave you things I couldn't give to you. Old friend, why are you so shy? It ain't like you to hold back or hide from the light. Well, I need to show up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away, I couldn't fight it. I hoped you'd see my face and that you'd be reminded that for me it isn't over. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I beg. I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love, sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. You know how the time flies. Only yesterday was the time of our lives. We were born and raised in a summer haze, bound by the surprise of our glory days. Well, I hate to show up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away, I couldn't fight it. I hoped you'd see my face and that you'd be reminded that for me it isn't over. Never mind, I'll shoot. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I beg. I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love, sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Hang on, gotta scroll, cause I haven't played this song in way too long. Nothing compares, what the fuck? Nothing compares, no worries or cares, regrets and mistakes, fond memories made. Who would have known how bittersweet this would taste? Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I beg. I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love, sometimes it hurts instead. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I beg. I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. God damn, I think it's been almost 3 years since I played and sang that. Apologies. Alright, well, as you all know, this is goes pretty continuous song to song. Those of you who haven't been here. Oh, thank you, Fiend. I appreciates you. Oh, hang on. The chat's a little hidden behind the mountain there. Let me get it up in view a little better. Here we go. There we go. Oh, thanks. Well, let's see. Up next, we got some Union music, so I think it's time I switch to something more appropriate. Here we go. There is power in a factory, there's power in the land, there's power in the hands of the worker, but it all amounts to nothing if together we don't stand. There is power in a union. Lessons of the past were all learned with workers' blood. The mistakes of the bosses we must pay for. From the cities and the farmlands to the trenches full of mud, war has always been the boss's way for sure. The union forever defending our rights. Down with the black leg, all workers unite for all of our comrades in many far-off lands. There is power in our union. brutality and unjust laws cannot defeat us. But who'll defend the worker who cannot organize when the bosses send their lackeys out to cheat us? Speaking of which, due to Trump sabotaging the National Labor Relations Review Board, Jeff Bezos just ignored a new union in Philadelphia. Money speaks for money, the devil for his own. Who comes to speak for the skin and the bone? Bring a comfort to the grieving, bring a light to the child. There is power in a union forever defending our rights. Down with the black flag, all workers unite. To all of our comrades in many far-off lands, there is power in a union. There is power in a union. All right, let's see. So right now, what's going on is I'm playing for 90 minutes, which means we've got another, hour and 15 left. But if we make it to $20 total before then, I will continue on for a total of 2 hours, and then so you can check the Blue Sky and other places where I've posted the info on how it goes. But $20 keeps me 2 hours, $50 keeps me for 2.5, $100 for 3, and so on. Anywho. We're not getting past the and so on, because after the 100, it's 200 for 3.5 and 500 for 4. So, all right. And of course, if anyone has requests and whatnot, the specials are down there. All right. What do we got next? Ooh, this is a Tim Minchin one I haven't played in a long time. I really like this one. I have an apology to make. I believe I've made a big mistake. I turned my face away from you, Lord. I was too blind to see the light. I was too meek to feel your might. I closed my eyes and I couldn't see the truth, Lord. But then like Saul on Damascus Road, you sent a messenger to me, and so, well, now I've had the truth revealed to me. Please forgive me all the things I said. I will no longer betray you, Lord. I will pray to you instead, and I will say thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Thank you, thank you. God, thank you, God. Thank you, God, for fixing the cataracts of Sam's mum. I didn't realize that it was so simple, but you've shown a great example of just how it can be done. Thank you for displaying how praying works. It's a particular prayer in a particular church. And thank you, Sam, for the chance to acknowledge this omnipotent ophthalmologist. Thank you, God, for fixing the cataracts of Sam's mum. I didn't realize that it was so simple, but you've shown a great example of just how it can be done. You only need to pray in a particular spot to a particular version of a particular God. And if you pull that off without a hitch, well, he will fix one eye for one middle-class white bitch. I know in the past my outlook had been limited. I couldn't see examples of when life had been definitive, but I can admit it when the evidence is clear, at least as clear as Sam's mom's new cornea, and that's extremely clear. Oh, so thank you, you, Sam, is showing how my point of view has been so flawed. I assume there was no God at all, but now I see that cynical. It's simply that his interests aren't particularly broad. See, he's largely undiverted by the starving masses or the inequalities between the various classes, but gives out strictly limited passes, redeemable for surgeries or 2-for-1 glasses. I feel so shocking for historically mocking you. Your interests are clearly confined to the ocular. I bet given a chance you'd eschew the divine and start a little business selling contacts online. Well, fuck me, Sam. What are the odds that of history's endless parade of gods, the God you just happen to be raised to believe in is the actual God? And he digs on healing, oh, but not the AIDS-riddled African nations, not the victims of the plagues or the flood adulations, but healthy, privately insured Australians with common and curable lens degeneration. And feels so shocking, boys. No, that's not it. I forget how the lyrics go in time. ICGOD. This parade of gods that the God is actually amazing. The heavily insured Australians with common and curable lens degeneration. Fine to the ocular, I bet given a chance you'd eschew the divine. Start a little business selling contacts online. Sorry, everyone. Looks like I don't remember it as well as I used to, so you get a little extra time, and I need to look up the lyrics. Do, 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 do. Oh, here we go. The story of Sam's is but a single explanation for the surgical god who digs on magic cooperation, and it couldn't be mistaken attribution of causation, born of a coincidental temporal correlation, exacerbated by the general lack of education that honestly you tend to find in a church congregation. It couldn't be that all these pious people are liars. Couldn't be an artifact of confirmation bias, a product of groupthink, a mass delusion, an emperor's new clothes style fear of exclusion. No, it's more likely to be an all-powerful magician than the misdiagnosis of the initial condition, or one of many cases of spontaneous remission, or an information glitch by the local physician. No, the only explanation for Sam's mom seeing, they prayed to this all-knowing super being, to the omnipresent master of the universe, and he liked the sound of their muttered verse. So for a bit of a change from God's usual stunt of being a sexist, racist, murderous cunt, he popped down to Danano and just like that used his powers to heal the cataracts of Sam's mom, of Sam's mom. Oh, thank you, Sam, God, for fixing the cataracts of Sam's mom. I didn't realize that it was such a simple thing. I feel such a dingling, what ignorant scum. Now I understand how prayer can work. It's a particular prayer in a particular church, in a particular style, with a particular stuff, and for particular problems that aren't particularly tough, and for particular people, apparently white, with particular senses, apparently sight. A particular prayer in a particular spot to a particular version of a particular God. And if you get that right, it just might take a break from giving babies malaria. Pop down to your local area and fix the cataracts of your mom. Thank you. Whew. That's got a lot of lyrics, that one. All right, we're gonna mellow things a little. Sorry, miss, this thing is not doing a great job here. All right, there we go. Let's mellow things down. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you ever need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your Rusty. All right, now here's one I haven't done in a minute. Let's see how it goes. That's the one. Here we go. my mouth, 'cause I've been biting my tongue all week. I keep on talking trash, but I can't say anything. And the talking leads to touching, and the touching leads to sex. And then there is no mystery left. And it's bad news, baby, I'm bad news. I'm just bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news. No, I'm alone with or without you. But just being around you offers me another kind of relief. And the loneliness leads to bad dreams, and the bad dreams lead me to calling you. And I call you and I say, come here. And it's bad news, baby, I'm bad news. Baby, I'm bad news, bad news, bad news. 'Cause you're just damage control for a walking corpse like me, like you. And we're all just potions for foxes. Yeah, we're all just potions for foxes. It's da da da. Potions for foxes. It's dun dun dun. This pretty young thing in front of you, and she's real pretty and into you, and then she's sleeping inside you. And the talking leads to touching, and the touching leads to sex, and then there is no mystery left. And bad news, baby, I'm bad news. I'm just bad news, bad news, bad news. And it's bad news, my friends said leave you. But you're just bad news, bad news, bad, bad news. And it's bad news, baby, I'm bad news. But I still like you. I don't remember how it ends. Like you, I still like you. Whew. That's when the needs work. All right. This one will. Ooh, this we should keep the queer banner up for this one. Let me get a little water. Ah, dang it, I fucked it up. There we go. Take a look around the room. Love comes wearing disguises. How to go about and choose. Break it down by shapes and sizes. I'm a man who's got very specific taste. You're just my type. Oh, you got a pulse and you are breathing. You're just my type. Oh, I think it's time that we leave him. You're just my type. when there's loving in the air. Don't fight it, just keep breathing. I can't help but stop and stare. Double check for double meanings. I'm a man who's got very specific taste. You're just my type. Oh, you got a pulse and you are breathing. You're just my type. Oh, I think it's time that we be leaving. You're just my type. Ooh, ooh, You're just my type. Oh, you got a pulse and you are breathing. You're just my type. Oh, I think it's time that we be leaving. You're just my type. Oh, you got a pulse and you are breathing. You're just my type. Oh, I think it's time that we be leaving. You're just my type. Whew, that's another one I haven't played for almost 3 years. I miss the good songs from the streams. All right. Swastikas and clan robes, sexist, racist, homophobes, Aryan nations and hammer skins. You'd wear my nuts and your Nazi chins. Oh yeah, I love a man in uniform. Oh shit, hang on, my camera fell. There we go. Yeah. What exactly are the great historical accomplishments that make you proud to be white? Tell me, what is that? Capitalism? Genocide? Slavery? Sitcoms? That's your fucking white history. So maybe we should start killing people like Elon Musk, which was satire to say, and build our history we can be proud of by fighting the real fucking enemy. You know, swastikas and clan robes. Sexist, racist, homophobes. Hey, this one's for the master race. Team not power ass in your white out face. Let's just kill them all and let a brown god sort them out. What fun. That one's a little rusty. Hey AJ, how you doing? Let's see, what next? That's one I need to practice a bit. The only good fashion is dead because it's Yep, alright. Next we got we have another Dead Kennedys. Went to a party, a desert night. I drank 16 beers and started up a fight. Well, now I'm jaded and out of luck, 'cause I'm rolling down the stairs too drunk to fuck. Too drunk to fuck. Too drunk to fuck. Too drunk to fuck. I'm sick of Chris. I'm doing out there. I like your stories. I like your gun. Shooting out cop car tires sounds like loads and loads of fun. But in your room, it's sure dead. 'Cause you bought like a baby and erase her head. Too drunk to fuck. Too drunk to fuck. Too drunk to fuck. I'm sick of it. So I do it now. I'm melting like an ice cream cone. And now I got very too drunk to get this line, but I know what one comes next. It makes it worse. Take out your fucking retainer, put it in your purse. Too drunk to fuck. Too drunk to fuck. Too drunk to fuck. She's so good and started now, melting like an ice cream cone, and now I got tired. Too drunk to fuck. There we go. This is all the stuff I'm rusty at. Jeez. All right. So we are still sitting tidy at 0 donations, folks. If anyone wants to change that, I might play a little longer. Right now, we've got another little less than an hour left. So if you got it, tip it. All right. Let's mellow it down a little bit. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong. Now I long for yesterday. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong. Now I long for yesterday. Love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Whew. All right, let's see. So this camera got disoriented again. One sec. There it is. Fucking hell, come on. I have this propped up basically with a kazoo, so apologies, everybody. Oh, now the focus is all fucked up. Great. Dang it. Kazoo, you're letting me down here. All right. I think that's about how I need it. All right, that's it. That's it. I'm gonna have to rub off that camera now. Great. Anyway. Hope you find what you... Okay, I'm gonna do this in a different key than I usually do. Hope you find what you're looking for when it all comes running down. Hope you find it painted black on your child's frown. In the night when they call for the fight against all, is it then that you know it's not free? Did you ever see the president who killed your wounded child? Or the man who crashed your sibling's plane saying he was sent of God. And when they died in the night, in the cold of the old, is it then that your soul starts to bleed? 'Cause it ain't fair to say that these thoughts are the same. So God, if you can hear me, crash this train. God, if you can hear me, crash this train. Message for the governors, presidents, so-called judges running the place. Isn't it time that we built a real home, or at least cleaned up that mess you made? 'Cause it smells like blood and oil and money across every native land. And yet it's so easy to divide us with your united we stand. But it ain't hard to see that this country ain't free. So God, if you can hear me, crash this train. Said God, if you can hear me, crash this train. Oh, I said God, if you can hear me, crash this train. Oh God, if you can hear me, crash this train. Mothers and the fathers who've done the best they could. 'Cause raising young ones in a fucked up world, well, it ain't well understood. So we cover our ears and our eyes, 'cause we know our love's the same. And yet with one chord signature, so many can be erased. It ain't hard to tell when it's love they sell. So God, if you can hear me, crash this train. So God, if you can hear me, crash this train. So God, if you can hear me, crash this train. Oh God, if you can hear me, please just crash this train. Best we can. We don't care what faces on the money that's bleeding out a stolen land. And your borders were drawn in times we forgot, when you said that we were white. But it was a lie of identity, just as it was the dark night. It ain't hard to tell when hate builds a hell. So God, if you can hear me, crash this train. So God, if you can hear me, crash this train. God, if you can hear me, crash this train. God, if you can hear me, crash this train. Sweet. How are the levels doing on the sound? Is the voice clipping at all? Is it overwhelming the piano? Is the piano too loud next to the voice? How's it all sounding? All right. All right, I'll take that as a good. Next, I believe it is time for me to get the banjolele out. No audio issues? Oh, excellent. All right. Oh, let's get this one out, shall we? Let's tip this down just a hair. And that should do it just now. There we go. Alrighty. Hey Jay, if you're still there, this one's for you. Oh, hello there, Custard Kelly. Thank you for joining us. Ooh, that should do it. They invented a reason, that's why it stings. They don't think you matter because you don't have pretty rings. I keep telling them I don't care. I keep saying there's one thing they can't change. I'm your mood, you're my... Hang on, sorry, I do need to retune this one. Sorry, everybody. One moment. Oh, hey, Freems. Yeah, I might hit you up for that. We'll see. I have a bunch of other platforms I'm going to be linking up in the next week, and for a good multi-chat overlay, I think it violates the Twitch terms of service, but either way, I'll probably hit you up. Thanks. Freems is in the YouTube chat. There we go. That's much better. Let's do this in the nice one, shall we? They invented a reason, that's why it stings. They don't think you matter because you don't have pretty rings. I keep telling them I don't care. I keep saying there's one thing they can't change. I'm your moon, you're my moon. We go round and round. From out here, it's the rest of the world that looks so small. Promise me you will always remember who you are. Watch them shuffle the numbers, watch them come and go. We're the ones who are out here, out past the edge of what they know. Let them think what they like, we're fine. Doesn't matter if they don't understand. I'm your moon, you're my moon. We go round and round. From out here, it's the rest of the world that looks so small. Promise me you will always remember who you are. Who you were long before they said you were no more. Ice and silence and dark skies. It's so cold out here. Sad excuse for a sunrise as we go round another year. We can only be who we are. I will always be right here next to you. I'm your moon, you're my moon. We go round and round. From out here, it's the rest of the world that looks so small. Promise me you will always remember who you are. That was I'm Your Moon. That was for AJ. All right, and this now we got some. Let's do some Pink Floyd, shall we? That's it. That's better. Hey, you out there on your own, getting lonely, getting old, can you hear me? Hey, you standing in the aisles with itchy feet and aching smiles, can you hear me? Hey, you, don't help them to bury the line. Don't give in without a fight. Hey, you out there on your own, sitting naked by the phone, would you touch me? Hey, you, with your ear against the wall, waiting for someone to call out, would you touch me? Hey, you, would you help me to carry the stone? Open your heart, I'm coming home. But it was only fantasy. The wall was too high, as you can see. No matter how he tried, he could not break free. And the worms ate into his brains. Hey, you out there on the road, always doing what you're told, can you help me? Hey, you out there beyond the wall, breaking bottles in the hall, can you help me? Hey, you, don't tell me there's no hope at all. Let's try that again. Hey, you, don't tell me there's no hope at all. Together we stand, divided we fall, we fall, we fall. All right. I think it's time for a horny one. I went to my first orgy. They said I'd have a ball. This pile of naked bodies lay as high as I was tall. Now they just told me, just squeeze in there and don't be shy one bit. So I pushed and shoved and some parts slapped, but most just wouldn't fit. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. The greeters at the orgy, they stripped me down quite bare. I boldly showed them all my pride, a tool for them to share. 2 inches more, I proudly said, and I would be a king. 2 inches less, one greeter said, no one would see a thing. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine. With bodies piled, it's hard to tell what's yours and theirs or mine. A big dog at the orgy I thought was someone's pet turned out to be this furry who came with the local vet. They said her name was Binky, the things she did were vile, but some got bored, cause you see she only liked it doggy style. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. Confusion at the orgy, it's kinda hard to see, so I reached around and squeezed a bit, then heard a shout of glee. I then explored some further and felt something quite thick. Well, straight or gay or whatever your way, it sure felt like good dick. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. In walks the village teacher, a lovely lass named Bung. I asked why they'd invited her, and they said, the lady's hung. Well, I didn't understand, and they said, hey Bung, do the trick. So she whipped it out, she dipped her chin, and gave herself a lick. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. A priest outside the orgy, he yelled, this is a sin! Why, how dare you host an orgy and not let the clergy in? We gladly let him in the house. He joined right in the session, then spent most of his next 2 weeks bragging in confession. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. At last I left the orgy, though slower, oh wait, not there yet. An old man at the orgy shouted, are you a she or he? We answered in the bastard's face with a jet of pee, then threw him out buck naked, without a sir or miss. There's no hang-ups at our orgies, not with gender, not with piss. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. Last I left the orgy, though slower than I'd come. My body hurt all over, and I had to clear my bum. 'Cause in the dark it's hard to see, and we just have to trust that we know each other's boundaries when nuts are fit to bust. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. The trouble with an orgy, though some may think it's fine, with bodies piled it's hard to tell what's yours or theirs or mine. All right. Please hold, I need a pick. And we're back. All right, let's keep it going. All right, it's time for some good time. I had a wrong key. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Hey, Freem, is there anything you want to hear? I had a friend named Ramblin' Bob. He used to steal, gamble, and rob. He thought he was the smartest guy around. Well, I found out last Monday that Bob got locked up Sunday. They've got him in the jailhouse way downtown. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Well, I told him once or twice to stop playing cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now. took a whisk and a euchre, but shooting dice was his favorite game. Well, he got thrown in jail with nobody to go his bail. How the judge done said that he refused to find. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Well, I told him once or twice, Americans lock you up for not paying fines. He's in the jailhouse now. Well, I went out last Tuesday. I met someone named Susie. They said I was the swellest guy around. Well, we started to spending my money, and they started to calling me honey. We went to every protest on in town. We're in the jailhouse now. We're in the jailhouse now. Well, I told that judge right to his face, it's just slavery, this fucking place. I'm in the jailhouse now. They kept us in their ears, suffered my worst fears. The guards who'd kill you or pass you around. And with the prison just seeking profits by filling more cells and coffins, we rioted and burned it to the ground. We burned the jailhouse down. Let's burn the jails all down. No, it ain't naive or bravery. We're just saying no to slavery and burn the jails all down. Woof. I should do a whole new verse for that about abolition. All right. Let's keep this commie vibe going a little bit, shall we? He was one of those. Hang on, I do need the lyrics for this one. One moment, please. Because it's been way too long. Doobie-doobie-doo. Nope. Don't need to. This is just. I just need the lyrics, Google. There you go. Okay. All right. Hang on a sec. There we go. He was one of those lonely old men who live in the past, telling stories you don't want to know. Let's take the pals out and make this a fireside one, actually. He was one of those lonely old men who live in the past, telling stories you don't want to know, about how it was then, the hunger, the hardship, the hopes and the struggles of so long ago. And we must have looked bored, for like sparks from the cinders, his eyes glowed with anger, his words seemed to burn. He said, I will be heard, for my life is not over. I've something to say, yet you've something to learn. He said, you who have nothing at all to believe in, you whose motto is money comes first? Who are you to tell us that our lives have been wasted, that all that we fought for has turned into dust? I was only a lad when I read that in Russia the Soviets and the workers had taken all power, and the man they called Lenin, who led them, was our inspiration. His triumph was our finest hour, and we'll always remember how fear shook the wealthy like thieves who had just been caught out in their crime. But we, who had known only war and the workhouse, rejoiced that a new world was born in that time. You can't know what it meant, or the pride that we felt, to know that working people, just people like us, could shake off the shackles and topple the palaces, remake the world without ruler or boss. Oh, hang on, I just skipped a verse, didn't I? Remake the world without ruler or boss. It was this kept us going, this dream of a new world, through all those dark years of defeat and despair, when we, who were proud to proclaim ourselves communist, fought for that world free from hunger and fear. We sat down with the means test, no cuts in our wages. We want £3 a week and the 7-hour day. And there wasn't a thing that we got, but we fought for it. Don't you know, bosses give nothing away? And the strikes and the marches and the battles to beat all the bailiffs and coppers when hope was still young. Hot heads and hot hearts as we tested our power. The workers triumphant, well, that was our song. For a time he was silent, lost in his memories. Then, but more softly, his words came again. Perhaps we hoped for too much, perhaps the cost was too much. There are things I know now that I couldn't know then. We believed a revolution was just around the corner, and we were the vanguard to bring it about. And the other left parties we classed as class traitors, bourgeois social fascists, of that we'd no doubt. Oh, but then the times changed. We campaigned for the popular front. The old line might never have been, but we led the workers in combating fascism. Mosley in London and Franco in Spain. We believed we were history's chosen, and Soviet Russia was our future, our heart and our soul. And the 5-year plan, it seemed a vision of plenty to us who'd spent half of our lives on the dole. And we knew of the trials and purges, of course. We were shocked when we heard those old comrades confess. But yes, we defended the first workers' state in the face of the slander and lies of the press. And you, who have nothing at all to believe in, to you whose motto is money comes first, who are you to tell us that our lives have been wasted, that all that we fought for has turned into dust? You think we were duped? Well, we paid for our dreams. Broken lives, broken marriages, jobs lost and jail. Some lost heart in the left, some betrayed us for medals. There are always some turncoats whose souls are for sale. But the best of us never surrendered our vision. We kept the faith through the bleakest defeat. Do you think that was easy? Surrounded by hatred, the sneer of indifference, the hurt of deceit. But our lives were made rich by the cause that we fought for, the friendship, the fellowship, sharing one pain, to transform society and exploitation. And this day will come yet, but not in my time. And again he was silent. What could we tell him? That the world was now different, that he'd had his day, that some old man's dreams were just not our concern. Still, there was something he wanted to say. When I look back, I see what we fought against: homelessness, hunger, injustice, and war. But what did we fight for? What dream did we strive for? I used to know once, I'm no longer sure. But you, who have nothing at all to believe in, to you whose motto is money comes first, who are you to tell us that our lives have been wasted, that all that we fought for has turned into dust? He was one of those dogged old men who live in the past, telling stories you don't want to know about how it was then, the hunger, the hardship, the hopes and the struggles of so long ago. Oops. There we go. All right. Time for a little more Joko. That's it. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. CAJ, Aperture Science. We do what we must because we can. For all the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no use crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done, and we make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. There we go. Even though you broke my heart and killed me and tore me to pieces, and not in the fun way, and threw every piece into a fire. And as it burned, I laughed because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of beta, we're releasing on time. So I'm glad I got burned. Think of all the things we learned from the people who are still alive. Go on and just leave me. I think I prefer to stay inside. And maybe you'll find someone else to help you. Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke, haha, fat chance. Anyway, this cake is great. It's so delicious and moist. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look out there, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run. There is research to be done on the people who are still alive. And believe me, I am still alive. I'm doing science and I'm still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. Still alive, still alive, still alive. All right. Here's one that I... Why are there so many? No, that's way too low. Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. The rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong way find it. The rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on a morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? Have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La-di-da-dee-da-da-doo, la-dee-da-doo-da-dee-da-doo. I might finally need new strings for this fella. All right. I got 2 songs left, and we're very close to the end of stream, so if anyone wants it to keep going, just drop $20 in the bucket. But in the meantime, let's see. All right, it's in D, F is where it's usually. Once upon, that's the one. Well, once upon a time in 1776, Thomas Jefferson signed his name on a piece of marijuana, and this document was a symbol of freedom and of liberty, at least to the rich white gentry. So time marched along. This plant that I've referred to's been used for everything from making medicines to the American flag. But somewhere along the way, with William Randolph first, we got messed up. Yes, she got messed up with marijuana. Gift of earth to my brother, gift of earth to all humanity. Marijuana. Yet the government wants to test me when I pee. Well, some claim a conspiracy like the petrochemical and pulp paper industries combined in some kind of bid to kill the competition, government hysteria, and a bad monopoly and conflict of interest with total impunity. Well, if you don't buy the conspiracy, at least look at the reality that your tax dollars go spray poison on the fields of a farmer in South America. And as an added bonus, your friend or neighbor with glaucoma might be the one who gets to smoke that government poison marijuana. Gift of earth to all humanity. Marijuana. Now the government wants to test us when we pee. Oh well, reefer madness, chronic sadness. What is the half-life of bad propaganda? Oh, here we go. Policies fail. Policies fail, denied bail. You made him a demon, now pay for his trip to prison. It's hard to promote the status quo, but what is the shelf life of bad legislation? The hypocrite smirks at his old works as he reads from a law that was written around the same time that he had his last original thoughts. Man came along, was dying, and the nausea and the pain were just unbearable. I mean, the poor guy couldn't even keep a meal down. He tried everything prescription could obtain, but to no avail. Now you see the side effects are worse than the pain. Now it breaks the law to use the one thing that seems to help him out. And people say that ain't medicine, he's just getting high. Now, not change the subject, but haven't you kids all wondered why getting high is a crime? Why that's a crime? Or marijuana, gift of birth to all humanity. Marijuana. Now the government wants to test me when I pee. Marijuana. You can't legislate your old morality. Marijuana. Now the government wants to test me when I pee. Alrighty. I think that means this next one is going to be the last one before we raid out, unless anyone has $20 to share. Just saying, just saying. Or if someone donates $4.20, I won't extend the stream, but I'll play an extra song and I'll smoke a joint while I do it. Okay, fine. Let's see. What do we want last here? Oh, this is a really beautiful one about the mountains. This is by Julia Rose Escobar, and it's called Black Waters. It's about mountaintop removal mining, especially in places like Kentucky. She's from Perry County. That's not high enough. There we go. I come from the mountains, Kentucky's my home, where the wild deer and the black bear so lately did roam. By the cool rushing waterfalls, the wildflowers dream, and through every green valley there runs a clear stream. Now there's scenes of destruction on every hand, and there's only black waters run down through the land. Sad scenes of destruction on every hand. Black waters run down through the land. Oh, the quail is a pretty bird, she sings a sweet tongue. In the roots of the tall timbers she nests with her young. But the hillside explodes with a dynamite's roar, and the voices of the small birds will sound there no more. And the trees come a-sliding so awful and grand, as the poisonous waters rise over the land. Sad scenes of destruction on every hand. Black waters run down through the land. In the rising of the springtime we planted our corn. In the falling of the springtime we buried our son. In the summer come a nice man, says everything's fine. My employer just requires a way to his mind. So they threw down the mountain and covered our corn. Now the grave on that hillside's a mile deeper down, and the man stands and talks with his hat in his hand, as the flooding black waters rise over the land. Sad scenes of destruction on every hand. Black waters run down through the land. Well, I ain't got much money, not much of a home. I was part of this land, but now the land's not my own. But if I had some of that money this hell's all about, well, I'd buy Perry County, then run 'em all out. Sit down on the bank with my bait and my can, and just watch the clear waters run down through the land. Sad scenes of destruction on every hand. Black waters run down through the land. But wouldn't it be like some promised land? Black waters, no more in our lands. Wouldn't that be like some promised land? Black waters, no more in our land. All right. I got one more before Solidarity Forever and us on out of here. It's one of the crowd favorites. And if anyone donates $20 while I'm playing it, I'll stick around another half hour. Just saying. Well, it started in a world of kings and slaves, a world of revolutions and unmarked graves, where the power needs to hold on to what it's got, no matter how many of the poor get shot. So the kings paid soldiers for the day-to-day to punish anybody taking wealth away. And if you asked anybody why those cops were around, you'd get the lie from the rich, then the truth from the poor, right before you'd get put in the ground. The truth that all cops are bad. They don't protect, they don't serve, they just enforce with a gun. All cops are bad. The only good cop isn't one. And soon there were places running without kings that took the same money and did the same thing. Said their king was a market that needs free will, while they sold the few slaves that they didn't kill. Said people weren't people and fought that fight to say who could murder what and call it a right. And if you asked why so many needed to die, they could pay cops to kill and torture your family till you stopped asking why. Oh, all cops are bad. They don't protect, they don't serve, they just enforce with a gun. All cops are bad. The only good cop isn't one. And as the guns got bigger, they got faster on the trigger. As the laws got tougher, the cops got rougher. They knew the brutal truth that slavers often know, that the badges and the titles are a rich man's capital show. You see, a murderer's a murderer, and you don't get to flout them, or they'll murder you for saying you could ever live without them. See, we need people giving help we seek. We need people who are willing to protect the weak. But when protection is violence, that helps no one. And the one who should be helping's just waving a gun, then they're serving a king called the status quo, to put you in the ground for helping those below. And if you ask why not answer life for life, they can shoot you in your bed or in your car on the street and say you were running away from their army and you might have a knife. This is why we say all cops are bad. They don't protect, they don't serve, they just enforce with a gun. All cops are bad. The only good cop isn't one. All don't serve, they just enforce with a gun. All cops are bad, the only good cop isn't one. Whew, rusty. All right, time to find somewhere to raid to. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. What are we thinking? I'm thinking... No. All right, we got a few of us, so how about... Oh, you know what? Okay, Schnaff is playing. You know who I actually rather like, who I think we will raid right now, is Ellen From Now On. Much bigger channel than me, probably won't notice, but a really awesome channel if you've never heard of Ellen From Now On. Does a lot of disability advocacy and trans rights advocacy. So, anyone unfamiliar, I try to make it through all the verses of Solidarity Forever before the end of the timer. Let's see. Are we ready to raid, everybody? Are we ready to raid? I'd say we're almost ready to raid. Here we go. Ellen won't let me raid. Pooh. Oh, well. Thanks anyway, Ellen. Then we're going to raid either Schnaff or is anyone else on? Let's see. Schnaff is a good musician. Let's raid Schnaff. I don't know what their politics are, but there are some musicians that they don't do politics, so I support them doing music. Anywho. Raid. Schnaff. All right, here we go. Are we ready to raid? Oh, holy shit, hey! How are y'all doing? When... Hang on, I need the lyrics. Oh no, I'm slowing myself down. Here we go. When the union's inspiration through the workers' bunch of run, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun, yet what fortune earth is people in the greater strength of the one, the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, but the union makes us strong. Is there ought to be held in common with a greedy parasite who would lash us into serfdom, who would crush us with their might? Is there anything left to us but to organize and fight? The union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, but the union makes us strong. We brought the Paris, but the cities where they trade, to the mines, but the workshop shall we honor not the slave? No, we stand outcast and starving. It's the wonders we have made, but the unions makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. They've taken until millions that they never till turn, but without a brain impossible not a single turn, we can take out have our greater freedom when we run, that the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. All the brothers and sisters alone, we have laid advantage, but scholars and ours and slave, but stewards at home, but the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. It's we of the no, what is it? What is it? In our hands is blessed power, greater than their hoarded gold, greater than the might of armies, magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old, for the union makes us strong. Yes, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. Thanks, everybody. Have a good raid. See you in Schnaff.
About harmony for